playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Texans take over first down again at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mills looking to the air right away. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
To his throw here, taken in by Gesicki. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you usually get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. A first down throw for Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mills. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. On second down, here's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's Smith to return it. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Texans football to start quarter 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mills. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mills. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Here's Pierce. Is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuck from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd down and goal. Mills steps away. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, Mills. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check mega.
Once again, it's Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Dolphins at 6 and 4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Mills. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was merely a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Strike 2.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go. And I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Mills' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. 8 yards to go on second down. Mills to throw it. That's underneath to Pierce. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mills on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively at second down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again, Mills on second and 10. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Opposite. 3, 10.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first and 10, it's Mostert. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
52 plastic. Ready.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Mostert is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll run with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mills now. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Mills. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Texans 16, Dolphins 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first down again at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 81 yards. And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first. After the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Dolphins are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. First down, Mills. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 23.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute one? Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua, he's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They hand it off to Mostert. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw is Tua. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense.